Okay. Police officer can walk away from. He called me from the
Hello?
No.
Okay. Have a question for you then. You have $73 million and no food in your refrigerator? No decent furniture, no art, stained carpet, chipped paint?
It's a rental.
Huh. Okay, so no actual house either.
For now. Jules?
Hey. Hey, Teddy. Julia? I didn't realize the two of you had reconnected. When did that happen?
When did that happen?
Right. Congratulations, by the way. Thank you. Do you mind giving us a minute, please, Krista?
Sure knows everything.
Okay. What happened? Why did your mule kill your father?
Thinks he stole his money.
Did you?
I see still got him getting after me. They suck.
I keep asking Jay Rose, why this Giannis playing like he has something to prove?
Wow.
Like I told you
Okay,
guys,
well, this is
Holiday,
easy then.
my favorite player right now.
You know what? They might be my favorite team right now when you look around that landscape. You're looking at Kevin Durant's first bucket at home for the Phoenix Suns. We're going to talk a little bit more about him after the break.
This halftime is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
Oh, that's not what's really driving me. And it's only going to get worse.
Let me bring in my expert.
Now that he's dead.
So many.
You ruined our family trying to prove something to that tyrant. The only good thing you ever gave me was our son. And now you're trying to kill him. Give Franklin back the money, Teddy. Fix this. Or I will fix it for you.
You can fix it for me.
A public execution. Franklin.
Mom.
Where's Leon?
He said he might be late. I dropped Lily home.
Okay.
Leon is
I see you now. A mismatch is going at it. That's Russ once again.
natural.
a genius or a psychopath can connect the dots of the same color without crossing or overlapping lines.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. For the right to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58, it's NFC Championship time. Fields this way up at the 17.
Story. Ready for adventure?
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Their Smile Direct Plus. You get a Smile You Love directed by one of their doctors with a line.
Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
To throw from his end zone. Way. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A first carry for Rachaad White. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on 1st down. Way. And he's got his man on the out route. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Way. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
On 3rd down, Way. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Taken in at the 11. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football and try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Back to throw. Way. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, You're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And his kick is indeed good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Prescott down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab in this NFC Championship bout. Prescott off play action. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw, Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. First down, here's White. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, they'll run with White, and he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Opting to run again here with White. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's White. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Now they'll send the tight end in motion left. Once again, it's White. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never...
And this time he is in. Yes. Rachaad White punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs have retaken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Prescott on first down. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Prescott from the gun. Outright, he finds Tolbert. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and the Buccaneers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
On 1st down, Way. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, Way looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the 2nd half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the 1st half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the 2nd half as well. They need to stay on guard. People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. White, he'll try the left side. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Way. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
To throw on 3rd down. Way. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On play action, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Hey, kill! 47! Hey, kill! Here we go, 46!
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain block. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now McManus for the extra point. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and 2, Way, another catch by White, back-to-back plays. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. White running to the left. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll work this down inside the 30. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Way. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Running out of the gun with White. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rachaad White with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point safely through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield And when they see openings, take their shots.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Play action now. Prescott finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple. Now Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, They want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 119 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now a give up the middle. This is White. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On a handoff, it's White. And some room to run now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They stay on the ground with White. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
They run straight ahead here with White. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
So the savings go to you. 60% less.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Harvey. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT.
369. Thanks. It'll make you feel like a new man. And by the way, I feel like it too. Get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix now. Text INVEST to 369-369. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our most powerful batting simulator ever.
Well, 4 quarters couldn't settle things. It's going to take overtime to figure out who wins the George Halas Trophy and punches their ticket to the Super Bowl. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
Oh, and it's intercepted! Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
That is just a gigantic interception here in overtime of this playoff game. And now, Charles, all they need is 3 to win it.
That's exactly right, because now one possession, one field goal gets it done. They force a lot of big turnovers in the regular season, Brandon, but none come bigger than that one right there. Here in the playoffs, they've got a chance to put this one away.
Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl, what do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. They won now, and they beat the Colts, correct?
Yeah, a couple of the more memorable ones for sure. To throw is Prescott. On the Buccaneer press pressure too much. Down he goes. Joe Tryon able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And they will take over 1st and 10.
That's good news.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Jaron Kearse in on the tackle. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the Magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there?
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball is going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And it's not just us. It's the church. City council and the billionaires have all brought this pain to our streets. Our people are suffering.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. From just outside of field goal range. 3 points, all that's needed. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Man, what a battle. I mean, what a game this has turned out to be, Charles, as we're going to have now a 5th drive here in overtime.
I don't know how they're doing it out there because the focus, the concentration, that has to stay as high as the intensity. And it's hard to do with how hard-hitting this game has been. But at this point, you've got kicking in your background. Can you go down there and put one through the post so we can all go home?
I don't think they want me down there, but of course we've said it multiple times. That's all it takes right now. 3 to win it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Now Prescott.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, it's kind of like a hot potato right now. Who wants this thing? Both teams have had multiple possessions here in overtime, and neither able to pull away with a victory.
And I think both head coaches are scratching their heads trying to figure out what strategy is it going to take to give us a chance to win this thing, because rarely do we see a game get this deep into overtime. And by the way, partner, your plane just pulled away from the gate. You're not going to get home tonight.
They'll go up the middle with White. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Second win. You never forget the way some guns taste. Great taste. 96 calories. Tastes like little time. Popeye's bone-in chicken gives us spot, and our biscuits hit it again for Popeye's Big Buckets. Choose 2 pieces of our signature bone-in chicken or our 8-piece white meat buckets. They're 2 equal sides.
Now, do you try for more yardage or get to the spot that your kicker wants? Here's 2nd down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Way. He'll get that out to the flat to White.
Now this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
I need you to leave the country. Promise. Let's go.
What a call this is. Tied in overtime, and they are going to line up to go for it. 4th down.
They'll run for it. This is White. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach.
And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on to the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
Si tú logras meter a Teddy en su jefe, no podrás rescates. If you don't do it, I can destroy you just as easily as I could have touched him. You know, it's hard for guys. You sincere, okay? No. My God, my baby. Can you see? Give up, Buckley. Pray for a quick death. See what these niggas plan to do to you. Why do that to yourself?
What the fuck's he at?
You can kill me if you want to, or we can stop wasting time and save your life.